Hey Google, what song is this?
That one's Beat and Vibe by Marvin. That one's Numb by Nihani.
Yeah. Ooh.
Real limits of something like Facebook because there's a sense of bigger is better. And that's not always right with communities.
You're listening to Companies and Communities.
Communities can get worse as more people join them. Communities can get worse as more real limits of something like Facebook because there's a sense of bigger is better. And that's not always right with communities.
You're listening to Companies and Communities.
Communities can get worse as more people join them. If there are people who, have less expertise or less passion for the topic, or who are, have less, share less of the common interests. And so I think there's a real power in having a lot of people who have a high degree of commonality, because that can be a really, wonderful, satisfying, rich experience. And as it becomes sort of in some ways watered down, as it gets bigger, it actually can become worse. And so I think there's a real opportunity now, as big and dominant as Facebook is, for there to be niche communities that kind of super serve people with common interests and passions.
You've been studying community as a driving force almost your whole life. So what do you think are some of the similarities, and I think you just touched on that a little bit, between community building online and then offline?
So I think there's some really important differences that are opportunities, right? There are lots of people who are, maybe isolated offline, but who can find community online, right? So maybe, you're a gay kid in a rural community where there aren't a lot of people who are out, and online suddenly you can be connected, right? Or maybe as community online, right? So maybe are opportunities, right? There are lots of people who are, maybe isolated offline, but who can find community online, right? So maybe, you're a gay kid in a rural community where there aren't a lot of people who are out, and online suddenly you can be connected, right? Or maybe, as happens, you have a chronic illness, and you might be the only one, that you know, but online you're no longer alone, right? So I think there's some important differences in that, like online you can get matched in ways that are very hard sometimes offline. Anytime people are kind of in a statistical minority, and I don't mean that like literally in terms of race, but it's like, if you're people who love, a certain comic book, or you're people who love a certain cuisine, like if you have a lot of expertise and enjoy talking to those people, then like having a world for those people is really, it's a better experience when everybody shares that same kind of common passion or history or culture.
Whoa. Big Daddy.
One of the real limits of something like Facebook is there's a sense of bigger is better, and that's not always right with community.
You're listening to Companies and Communities.
Okay, now we are recording. Hi everybody, this is David B. France and I'm coming to you from Basel, Switzerland. Before we begin this interview, I want to thank everyone for following the journey. I'd like you to share the video, subscribe to the YouTube and BitChute channels, David B. France TV. And definitely tell your friends about it. We are, I believe this is our 40th interview, right? And today we are speaking with Omar Wassal. And Omar is an assistant professor at Princeton University, and he is also the co-founder of BlackPlanet.com. And we have a lot to talk about because, first of all, I'm going to ask you, how's it going?
This is not small.
Yeah, it has been a while. It's good to reconnect. Things are, all right. It's obviously a difficult time in America, and at the same time, I've been studying protests since the 1960s, and so it's suddenly this work I've been doing somewhat in obscurity is now really relevant. I'm grateful that the research I've done is sort of people are finding it.
It's not easy to say what a hackerspace is exactly. You know it when you're...
Whoa! Hi! Holy shit, little
In
dog!
my book, a hackerspace is a physical place where people come in community to make things. And what people make is way diverse and varied. My name is Mitch Altman. I'm a hacker, an inventor, an author. And I also go around the world doing workshops teaching people how to solder and make things with electronics. Noisebridge is 5,200 square feet of total bizarre wonderfulness. We're a block and a half away from the 16th Street Bar in the Mission District, so it's in a really happening part of town where people just walking by and say, "Oh, I want to know what's happening in Noisebridge," just hop in.
Oh, it's fucking dog!
Noisebridge, we have, of course, with a lot of computers, but not just computers. We also have a whole crafting area where people can sew, and we have a dark room where people can develop their own photographs. We have a complete machine shop where people can make stuff mechanically. We have a full kitchen, and we have classrooms, so there are people that can give workshops, make workshops. Noisebridge has all of these things to offer.
There he is. Yeah, hi, that guy. He's very good. They put me on the ban list. They banned me and put me on a list. Black.
Offer, and we are totally open and free to everyone in the community and everyone in the world.
What's the offer?
Noisebridge really is anarchy that works. We have one rule and one rule only, and that's be excellent to one another. And even though that's sort of hokey, it actually works. By putting a lot of diverse people on projects that they love doing, which is what these are all about, we're putting out this beautiful noise into society and learning a lot about ourselves and society and helping one another and helping our community along the way. Every Monday, I teach Circuit Hacking Monday. When I'm not in town, other people cater to it. Let's see, they changed it. It used to be Blink. Now they have Blink without delay. I teach people how to solder, which is an incredibly easy skill to learn. Surprisingly easy for all ages and all skill levels. Anyone can learn it, and it's really fun, and you can make anything electronics once you know how. around for a long time, but in their current form, it's really a new wave of hackerspaces. There were maybe 50 hackerspaces or so in the world by 2007 when the Chaos Computer Club put on their every 4-year outdoor hacker conference they call Chaos Communications Camp. A friend of mine, Nick Farr, organized the first of a bunch of tours of hackers to meet other hackers and share our community with one another, bringing people from North America to this hacker camp. If Americans could see what was going on here, then Americans would want to do it at home. And that's exactly what happened. So me and my friend Jake were there, also other friends were there, and all of us opened up hackerspaces when we got home. Noisebridge here in San Francisco, and
Okay, now we are recording. Hi everybody, this is David P. France, and I'm coming to you from Basel, Switzerland. Before we begin this interview, I want to thank everyone for following the journey. I'd like you to share the video, subscribe to the YouTube and BitChute channels, David P. France TV. And definitely tell your friends about it. We are, I believe this is our 40th interview, right? And today we are speaking with...
Bro, this nigga's such a lame-o. No wonder I never saw this fucking shit. Man, thank you. God damn.
Different threads that come together in this work.
Look, it's incredible. Like, I mean, your name was, like, very much when we were at MSNBC, this guy's doing something different. This guy's doing something different. And of course, because I do different things as well, right? You know,
right, kindred spirit.
I'm checking it. And in Switzerland, I've met those people as well. But the funny thing is that they started coming to me before I could. They figured me out before I figured them out.
Right.
I was like, oh, they're coming over to, what are they talking to me about? They want, you know.
Well, James Baldwin has this line that there's some secrets that are only secret to the person keeping the secret. Your spidey sense is good. And I think I'm still kind of figuring that out about myself. But I'm grateful for this opportunity and wish you well.
As well, and I will get this uploaded as soon as possible, and eventually, I think we're connected on Facebook. If not, we will make sure that you get it.
Man, this guy's such a fucking lame-o.
Thank you so much.
You gave this guy so much time. Oh, I got 10 fucking seconds with the guy. God damn.
Education.
Oh, it gets even worse. Oh, no wonder they never fucking... See, I'm not gonna end up like this guy.
Are we live? Oh, so we live. What's up, everyone? This is TL Cross. These days, it almost feels like I'm everywhere at the same time. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, MySpace. Well, not MySpace, but you get what I'm saying. If this were first century Northeast Africa, and I mentioned the word scroll, you'd probably think of a papyrus, something that you roll out and write on. Well, today, I mean, it kind of means the same thing, except today, scroll is an action verb, like we scroll daily. But this is one of the modern things that keeps us connected. In the 90s, the internet was interesting because it was really about access. Not only was it about access, but it was also about understanding where to go once you had access. You sort of had to be deliberate in your use of the internet. You kind of had to know, here's where I'm going, here's the website I'm going to, and here's how I'm going to use it. And it was always slow, no matter what.
You had to wait for the router and the dial-up and the right, crazy sound. There was a brand new world out there with the idea that we'd be able to invent what the future might look like, and it was groundbreaking.
It's important to remember that this was the moment where Al Gore defined the internet, and when people think
what the future might look.
use of the internet. You kind of had to know, here's where I'm going, here's the website I'm going to, and here's how I'm going to use it. And it was always slow, no matter what.
You had to wait for the router and the dial-up and the right, crazy sound. There was a brand new world out there. It was the idea that we'd be able to invent what the future might. Router and
It's about access, but it was also about understanding where to go once you had access. You sort of had to be deliberate in your use of the internet. You kind of had to know, here's where I'm going, here's the website I'm going to, and here's how I'm going to use it. And it was always slow, no matter what.
you had to wait for the router and the dial-up and the right, the crazy sound. There was a brand new world out there. It was the idea that we'd be able to invent what the future would look like, and it was groundbreaking.
It's important to remember that like this.
When we got home, Noise Bridge here in San Francisco, NYC Resistor opened by Reed Pettis in New York City, Hackney C opened by Nick himself. There's also a Hackery in Philadelphia, started by Pharmacon. Having 4 examples in the US, and together with this loose-knit group of people that started hackerspaces.org, it was only at the camp in 2000.
The real limits of something like Facebook, because there's a sense of bigger is better. And that's not always right for the community.
You're listening to Companies and Communities.
Okay, now we are recording. Hi everybody, this is David P. Franson. I'm coming to you from Basel, Switzerland. Before we began this, probably at a very early age,
Right. At the very beginning of this, how did we get in part from civil rights to law and order? Well, partly politicians were very strategic and kind of, as Trump is doing now, talking a lot about law and order, but it's also partly what protesters are doing on the ground. And when protesters, a protest can be 1,000 people, mostly peaceful, but in the evening, some people light a building on fire. Well, that building on fire cannot.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, although I noted with some alarm that this event is sponsored by the New York Times because I worked for years for the Washington Post, the arch rival of the New York Times. So this is a bit like asking a Tottenham fan to show up for an event supporting Arsenal. So everything I say is under protest, just so you know. I wanted to talk a little bit about a paradox about human communication, which I think is extremely important and relatively under-recognized. And that is that everything that is good and meaningful and powerful about a human communication has a price. As it turns out, I think the price is worth paying, but I think sometimes we overlook the consequences of the fact that there is this particular consequence to
So Yin Yang, what are you gonna do to your to whistle while you twerk? She got her hands on her knees and then her bows on her thigh. She like to twerk and that's for certain 'cause I can see how she fly. She got me hype, I wanna bite it right now, yeah. Say, yeah. You can show the style, make that dance clown. Niggas in the club spinning dudes when it's bad. Thinking real fine, standing by side. High heels on, right on time. Goddamn, look at Shorty, she making that ass tickle. I like the way you poverty when it wiggle. Anybody down for my nursery rhyme middle. Somebody screaming in the middle. Baby, cause she making her cheek. She's scared of you on the floor, so her ass a titty. If she doing it quite right, I might just give her 50. I've been drinking to the sea, so I'm down to tipsy. I know the moves in the club, banks working for free. If she dancing like she should, she'll make her money. I like the break her ass, hope you can dance for me. Oh, shit, that's it, so I'm spinning my key. Her hands up on her knees and then her bows on her thigh. She like to twerk and that's for service, I can tell.
Cannot dominate the news coverage because it's powerful visually. From your time visuals matter a lot. So then that can kind of shift the public perception. It kind of changes the conversation away from this concern about rights to a concern about to a focus on what's often called like a crime spree. And the last thing I'll say, particularly as it relates to African American rights protests, is you can think about kind of two broad narratives in American culture that connect us to. One is a claim for rights, a redress of grievances, the First Amendment assembly, right? And that has kind of hallowed status. But there's also hundreds of years of mythology about, quote unquote black lawlessness, right? And that racist mythology is kind of right there below the surface for journalists, editors to kind of draw on when telling stories in the news. So part of what was so clever about what civil rights activists were doing in the early part of the 1960s is they managed to take their
the importance of good preparation. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Sun Tzu. War is part of life. It's in the nature of most living organisms to engage in battle, defeat opponents, and to dominate. With humans, we see this happen in war, in business, on the soccer field, in video games, in a nightclub, and even on YouTube. And chances are,
Sun Tzu and the Art of War. Chapter 1, Laying Plans. Sun Tzu said, "The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence, it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected." The art of war, then, is governed by 5 constant factors to be taken into account in one's deliberations when seeking to determine the conditions obtaining in the field. These are: 1. The moral law. 2. Heaven. 3. Earth. 4. The commander. 5. Method and discipline. The moral law causes the people.
Every now and then, I groom live stuffed animals with a face of an angel and a mouth like a shark. This is Ginger. She's a 1-year-old Shih Tzu, and she has a very full of poop attitude.
How'd she get that close to the kids? Who's feeding her? The kids. Why are the kids feeding Charlene? Like she's a dog. What the fuck is going on? This thieving ass bitch. Sorry, Mom, but you are a thief.
Every now and
she's a big thief.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 제가 오늘은 제가 먹고 싶은 걸 준비를 했는데 제가 옛날에 거의 한 2년, 3년 전에 육빈면이라고 해서 육회랑 비빔면 조합을 먹은 적이 있거든요. 비빔면 10개랑 그리고 육회 1kg. 이 육회가 좀 되게 특이하게 생겼죠. 다 다른 육회인데 차돌 육회고 그리고 이게 그 치맛살 육회고 요거는 그 약간 네모난 큐브 육회라고 하더라고요. 그리고 여기는 불튀김이에요, 불튀김. 잘 먹겠습니다. 또 안 키고 찍었다. 카메라를 안 키고 먹으려고. 아, 진짜 맨날 실패.
Oh my god. She keep fucking me up. What is this shit she's eating? That looks so nasty. She's not a dog. Why is she eating her food raw? Please don't eat it. Oh, she ate it. Oh my god, she's a greedy little person. She did not eat all that in 10 fucking minutes. And I'm not going back to watch it. How about 9? There's no fucking way.
맛있다. 새콤달콤 비빔면에서 새콤달콤 고수 비빔면이 됐어요. 이거 진짜 제일 맛있다.
That's not fucking real. Bro, this lady should be shot. She should be fucking shot. She shouldn't be walking around either. None of that shit is heated. I gotta live amongst her? Oh my god. She like 10 people's fucking food, bro. Yeah, that's her. That's about my mom. She ate 10 fucking people's food. Like everybody says it. Yeah, that's her. Bring her to the surface. Definitely my mom, not gonna lie.
Bring out what is Sometimes it gets to me, the things people do. Does it hurt to see the things they put you through? Should I stay here and live like this? And have to tell my kids about the things that they have missed? When you pass me on the street, why can't I talk to you just like I've always done? Are you lonely? You feeling blue? Has it become too hard to admit the truth? You hear it every day. This world's become so strange. Don't be afraid to say something's got to change. Open your eyes and see the possibility. To figure what will be is just too much for me. Can't take it anymore. What are we fighting for? Don't be so hard. It's just too much for me. What do we have in store? What are we living for? This misery is just too much for me. No matter how I try, nothing I can do. You want the best from me, but won't get the best from you. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Am I the reason for all the tears that you have cried? You hear it every day. This world's become so strange. Don't be afraid to say something's got to change. Open your eyes and see the possibility. To think of what will be is just. Do you work as hard as I do? Relate what I have to say. That you, baby, you deserve a break, and you deserve an intermission. sunshine every day. So kick back and enjoy yourself. Try not to think of nothing else. Inside is where you got to be. Sugar-coated, fake candy sweet. Not too hard to picture what I need. A time in and feel the good times. Just feel the good times. And if I'm running low, there's plenty to go around. I come feel the good times. Just feel the good times. I set aside a chance to feel the good times now. Baby, 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 call your friends when you get home. 'Cause if we're out to party, no one should be alone. I've been working hard all day to get the means to just escape. So if you're coming, baby, we gotta get away. I kick back and enjoy myself. Try not to think of nothing else. This time's the only time that's real. I think about it morning, noon, and night. It's time to chill out and done right. Inside is where you got to feel. So come feel the good times. Just feel the good times. And if we're running low, there's plenty to go around. I come feel the good times. Just feel the good times. I set aside a chance to feel the good times now. And feel the good times. Come feel the good times. And if we're running low, there's plenty to go round and round and round. Good times, yeah, just feel the good times. I set aside a chance to feel the good times now. Do you wanna feel the good times? Do you? Do you wanna feel the good times? Do you? Ooh, do you wanna feel the good times? Do you? Do you wanna feel the good times? Oh yeah. So kick back and enjoy yourself. Try not to think of nothing else. Inside is where you got to be. Sugar-coated, make it candy sweet. Not too hard to picture what I need. I dive in and bring out what is real. And feel the good times. Come feel the good times. And if we're running low, there's plenty to go around. I come feel the good times. Just feel the good times. I set aside a chance to feel the good times now. And feel the good times, yeah. Come feel the good times. And if we're running low, there's plenty to go round and round and round. Good times, yeah. Just feel the good times. I set aside a chance to feel the good times now. Thank you so much. Sometimes it gets to me, the things people do. Does it hurt to see all the things they put you through? Should I stay here and live like this? And have to tell my kids about the things that they had missed? When you pass me on the street, do I turn and run? Why can't I talk to you just like I've always done? Are you lonely? Are you feeling blue? Has it become too hard to admit that you hear it every day? This world's become so strange. Don't be afraid to say something has got to change. Open your see. The possibility to think of what will be is just too much for me. Can't take it anymore. What are we fighting for? Don't be so hard on me. It's just too much for me. What do we have in store? What are we living for? This very misery is just too much for me.
Pretty clear on here.